Hello, anglers. This is Anglers 48. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to be completing a video on trolling motor attachments. And if you want to get one on your kayak, I'm going to give you some details on how to get one. I have done a video on a walkthrough of my kayak and the reviews, but this time I wanted to kind of touch up on how about is the trolling motor to go with your kayak. All right, so what we're looking at here, we're looking at Anglers 48 kayak. It's a Pelican Catch 100. It's a wide kayak, a paddle kayak. All right, the next grade on this kayak is a pedal drive kayak. So this is the trolling motor that I use. Okay, so if you want to put a trolling motor on your kayak, you can pick yourself up one of these. It's a Minn Kota 30-pound thrust. It's got 5 speeds, right? And you can pick one up at Academy for about $100. Okay, $100. So I believe that it's a very good investment. Now, if it's something where you want to continue paddling or pedaling for exercise, that's good also. Okay. Now it's got 2 blades right here. You still need your paddles. You still need your paddles. You don't want to get out there without paddles. Something happens to the propeller, the battery goes out, there's a short. How are you gonna get back? So those paddles, you still need them. Okay. Now, my starter kayak was a sit-in. It was an Old Town Vapor. It was 10 feet long, and I put I struggled coming up with how to put a motor on it. So I did some research, and Tony and we both kind of wanted to do the same thing. So we ended up, putting a trolling motor on it. Now, with that, you have to title it. You can't just put a motor on it and take off, because the game wardens, the second you put something on that's motorized, you need to get it titled. In other words, they wanna charge you. They want some of this. Okay, so you buy your trolling motor, and you take the receipt to Brownsville, Texas, and you go to the Texas Parks and Wildlife office on Paredes Line Road, and they're gonna have you fill out some paperwork. Okay, you can do the research online, download that paperwork in case there are other things, but they'll help you there. If you bought the trolling motor at Academy, or if you have some type of receipt of authenticity, that's all you need, receipt. Okay, so some people, they may ask you for the little packet brochure that it comes with. So it depends who's helping you there. But you go there, you take cash. They don't take credit cards. They don't take anything else. It has to be cash. And there's a $70 fee. Okay, pay your $70. They give you they're gonna send you the stamp, the little sticker, kind of like the one you have in your car. All right, it'll come to you in the mail. The title will come to you in the mail, and that one lasts for 2 years. Pretty good. That's a pretty good investment. Okay, it's not bad. So once again, the trolling motor has the brackets right there, and these brackets are gonna go right here. I got 2 PVC pipes at Lowe's. I believe they may be under 2 inches. The PVC pipes, the size under 2 inches. They're gonna fit snug. At first, you may see, They don't fit, okay? But I got some of my grease that I use for my boat. I put the grease on there and then put them as far as I could go. So you may need grease to get them in there. I put the board, see how much I wanted to cut, and put the caps on, okay? I got a 2x4, measured it. Okay, I left about this much of space, just enough so that my trolling motor will fit perfectly and I don't have any extra board sticking out. So that's not bad. This kayak, like I said, has 4 rod holders. I'm using the ones on the back. It doesn't bother me when I'm sitting down. The argument was, hey, what about the rods? Where are you going to have them? I have those 2 that I use when I'm going to remove fish or put bait. And I have the other ones here. So I cast out, put it here. I cast out, put it over here. And I have all this free room to do what I need to do. Okay? This is a sit-on kayak. You don't have to worry about water collecting. If you saw in my other video, man, I had water coming over the bow, and I was fine. The water would come in and then it would go out. Pretty good. Now, you do need some batteries. I got the charging station right here. I got the heavy duty charger. Okay, let's say I go fishing and I do all kinds of moving back and forth. I go long distances. I'm gonna need one of these to charge it, and then one of these. It'll charge, but it's more of a charger maintainer. If I do heavy duty damage on the battery, like if it gets some big discharge, that little trickle charger, it's not gonna pick it up where you want it to. Okay, so but it's those little charger maintainers. They're not bad. About $25 at Walmart. Get yourself one of those. Now, I want to be safe. Do you? I would rather you get one of these, a big beast of a battery. One of these, it goes in one of those boats, okay? If it can move that boat with this trolling motor all over the bay, what's a measly kayak? So I would rather be safe and get the big beast. Now, I did goof one time. I goofed one time. How did I do that? I used one of these. When I started getting back into kayaking, after my friend flipped over, I bought one of these. Bad news. That's the only one that I took, and I got stranded. In Port Mansfield. I had to paddle back. It was torture. So this is where I put the big battery, right there. Run the wires right there, and I put the little battery right there. Is just to get me. That's for emergency. Something happens, it seizes. That battery should get me to shore at least. Now, the things you need. If you have a motor, you need a life jacket. One of these. Like Angler's 48. You need a life jacket. And you need wait a second. And you need yourself one of these. A whistle. A life jacket and a whistle. You don't have a life jacket, you don't have a whistle, there will be consequences. You also want to take an anchor. Always take an anchor. Take your paddles. Don't go out there without an anchor. What happens? There's something wrong. You have problems with the motor. You're going to drift big time. You're going to drift and you're going to have to call for help. Okay? You don't know how fast the current can take somebody far away from town. When it's pushing you to the shore, awesome. But there are times when the current pushes you away from town, away from the shore. You don't want that. So I'm gonna leave you with that, guys. If you want to get yourself a trolling motor, it is possible. Once again, do the research. Do the research online, so that when you go to Brownsville and get that taken care of, you don't have any issues. Take your receipt, take your paperwork, and until next time, from far Texas, Anglers 48 signing.